I wanna let everyone know that the reason that I did the Get Ready With Me, the acronym is GRWM, no, GRWM, and it's just like this, like really, really popular trend that started, I wanna say maybe even like 20 years ago now? 10 years ago. I just had this like revelation. I feel like it probably started because there's like influencers back then, like some of the first influencers, they realized like how much views they were getting at first, and then it's like a lot to get back on camera because you're like going through your regular life, and then you're like, oh, I need to get on camera. Usually you like try to have good lighting, and so it's like you can see it, like the camera sees your face more. So what I realized was that probably Get Ready With Me's were like started out of convenience, because influencers back in the day were probably like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to, like it's just like a lot of work to do all that. So if you just like start the camera up and then you're like start doing your makeup and then film it, and then you're just like, whatever, I'll just post this, like who cares? And then people actually found comfort and like entertainment and education from just watching other people put on makeup and like figure out like their hair for a look and all that. So I really think it probably started out of convenience. I don't know for sure, but it just all connected for me, because I like had never done that, like just from starting a video, like, oh, I'm gonna put my makeup on now. Like I know a lot of other people do that. So after doing that, I realized like, wow, that's really convenient. You can just start like talking, and then you can put your makeup on at the same time, and it's like oddly motivating and multitasking. I don't know if this is for me, but like Get Ready With Me, but I'm just like trying to put a little makeup on to film. It's pretty much all I'm doing. There's T behind me because I know he is the channel favorite. Yeah. So that was just a little moisturizer. I don't even know if I should show these brands. It's just Burt's Bees. Yeah, I am pretty low maintenance, I think, when it comes to makeup. I used to be a little more higher maintenance with makeup, but then, yeah. This is also Burt's Bees. It literally has like the CVS sticker on it still. Just like put a little bit of, it's nice to film doing this because then I really know like what spots I might want to like help out. There, I wanted to make sure you could see T, just using my fingers. Like, hopefully I'm actually improving the situation. I really like watching Get Ready With Me videos, but I never like imagined what I might look like doing that. And I guess I should start talking more about what I don't even know what this is, but it looked good the other day. So I don't know. My favorite chapstick is in my car, which is like a 30-second walk from here, but I'm too lazy to. Hopefully he gets back on the cat stand. You can see his tail like right there. Oh, also this is like my family's office, so the moisturizer made my hair look. Okay. This is my family's office, so there's like a giant elliptical in the back. I don't even know if this is like a brand that anyone knows. Tarte? I think that I got this for free from like someone. There he is, being a cat. I'm gonna fix it. It's just like part of being a girl is that you go and like fix things. The cat stand's not usually there, but I moved it there hoping that he would like explore and stuff. I'm glad. This is kind of nice doing like a makeup thing for this video because I am gonna be talking about just like what it means to be, I guess, like a girl. That looks like a lot better. Like the ways of talking, the ways of talking and how it can be like really criticized, like saying like saying like a lot. Well, this is hard to do eyebrows with not really seeing much. Wow, it's always so great like seeing a cat be a cat. That's a really good segue into my other topic of dang, I wish I remembered the technical term for this. I think there's like terminology for the ways of speaking, maybe like lexicon, or a more informal term would be like lingo, like certain lingo of cultures, communities, regions. But basically I want to focus on, I guess, like the phenomenon of people using and like when conversing. And I kind of want to address actually like how I think overly critical society is on people using those terms. And of course I'm biased because I love to use those terms and it's just part of what I grew up with. I think so counts as one too, but it's really like the and like. So when I started social media, or started my YouTube, I'd say like 1 year in, I got some comments on a video being like really critical of how many times I said like. The comment was highly sarcastic sounding, like saying, oh my gosh, you said like nearly 100 times. You know, you could just tell it was like a negative comment. Oh, another thing before I forget is another common critique that I remember from my public speaking class was that people will, when they make statements, they will end the statement in a questioning tone, which can be an issue when trying to make like a bold statement to an audience. Let's say if you're trying to convince an audience of, I don't know, I'm kind of like blanking on what that could be. Like convincing the audience to make a community more eco-friendly, let's say. And if the speaker is ending statements in a questioning tone, it can reduce the credibility, reduce the convincing quality, I guess, of what they're saying. And it's my opinion that I kind of wish that could be less criticized as well. And this all did start, like I started thinking about all this stuff when I did take that public speaking class. It was a long time ago. When was that? Almost 10 years ago. And so I remember feeling shame. I felt a lot of shame actually, which is really sad. And I don't think there was like bad intentions in the class and in the syllabus and all of that. However, I think that it could do some, I don't know if I should say damage or just can put more negativity than intended into the energy of the class, into the energy of the message being sent to students, being sent to whoever receives that information. Because at the end of the day, I think most of us do use and like a lot in talking. I likely use those terms more than the average person. I don't even know how you would test that or whatever, but I can tell that I like really care about this topic because I'm just, yeah, I just feel, I can feel like almost adrenaline just like talking about this because I care so much about it, and I have ruminated on this like so much, and it kind of, over the years, like over, let's say 10 years, I ruminated on this and I felt guilt and like shame for using those terms. And really, I think I've had to kind of like change my narrative around that and kind of like own it, but in a positive way, and think of it as something to be proud of, because I grew up in schools where like my friends and I would use those terms, and it really adds like joy. It adds, as I said, like joy. It adds joy. It adds, even as I'm talking, I can sense that I'm like embarrassed to be like, you know, talking about it. I can feel like an embarrassment when I hear myself saying, or like, so I think basically my message for this video is that I think that people should not feel shame when using those words. Really, what I believe at this point is that saying like and is a way to have a joyful conversation with someone. When you're with one of your best friends, when you're with a family member, like those are indicators that you're feeling like joy and you're feeling like really present in the moment. And it's sad that like there's these like classes, or like public speaking classes, or I almost want to say like capitalist thing, like capitalism comes to mind. Like I'm just imagining workshops where there's corporate leaders, corporate workshop practitioners that are like preaching to the masses that when you're out in the workforce, like you can't be saying and like, because you're gonna like lose something about yourself, and or like lose an impression that someone gets from you, and it just seems like not okay compared to like what they're like. I don't know. It like the saying that comes to mind is like, if someone's not hurting themselves and they're not hurting others, then just like let them live. Just let them live. Okay, I think I'm gonna end there. I hope everyone is having a nice afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time.